Everyone's talking about the last software boom, and you know about it because when we just digitized information, that was a $650 billion market. But here's the fucking thing. AI is the first technology that now we can actually automate labor. And that opens up a far bigger opportunity, which is the labor market. And that's a $10 trillion market in the US alone. In this video, I'm going to show you why niche vertical SaaS is the only real blue ocean opportunity left, and how you can build enterprise grade software to literally steroidify these service businesses, and why this is the smartest move you can make today. So let's get into it. Now, we're actually at a historic moment. We've got these large language models and the AI tools, and they're magic, but they're messy. And businesses can't deal with the black boxes and the error-prone workflows. But here's the problem. The big players, which are OpenAI and established SaaS companies, they're all focused on the broad horizontal markets. They're focused on generic platforms and enterprise deals, right? They want to work with the big dogs because that's where the money is for them. Salesforce is going to build AI CRM, Shopify will become an AI e-com hub, and the competition there is going to be fierce, no word of a lie. So where's the blue ocean opportunity if you don't have big VC money or an existing software business, right? It's actually in the niches, the ones that were previously considered way too small for SaaS because the market size was too small for a traditional $100 a month CRM. We're talking about labor-heavy, fragmented service markets that rely on outdated fucking software, or worse, barely any software at all. Post-it notes wrapped around the walls. Markets where the top 50 companies have a low market share, making them easy to enter. So why were these niches ignored? Well, it's simple, because their market size was way too small for VCs to care about. If you take an eye care clinic, traditional CRM value was limited, and the potential market size is only about like 20 million. And that's far too small to build a successful software business and hit all those clinics realistically. But now we have vertical AI software integrations that can completely shift this fucking equation, right? So for the first reason, you can now multiply the lifetime value. Traditional SaaS only solves an informational problem, right? Vertical AI can solve a labor problem. When your software dramatically reduces labor spent on sales, marketing, operations, the company is suddenly able to spend far more on your product. And this increases the potential market size for your software by an extra 2 to sometimes 15 times compared to traditional SaaS. If you look at Bardi AI, they charge eye care clinics $1,500 a month. That instantly increased their market size by 10 to 15x. And Bardi just raised a 12 million Series A, which would not have happened before AI. And then you got the Jevons effect, how your software can create more demand. So if we look at like reducing customer acquisition costs, or CAC as you like to call it, AI marketing and sales tools reduce the cost of acquiring customers dramatically. Voice agents and chatbots automate intake and qualification, and this significantly reduces the amount of money spent on acquiring a new customer, which increases your profit margins, and in turn is going to increase the potential profitable market size, right? And then reason 3, we now have increased demand. By making the service more efficient, the eye doctor spends less time on admin and attends way more clients, and the price can go down. It's just economics, right? And then the convenience goes up. And historically, this leads to more demand for the service, and people who previously, couldn't afford to go to the eye doctor will now go because the service is cheaper. So looking at the Jevons effect, efficiency increases total demand. And this is why AI increases the demand for human work in that industry rather than actually eliminating it. This combined firepower turns a niche that was too small, maybe a 20 million market, into a 500 million or even a 1 billion potential market size, which is kind of fucking crazy. So you don't just build features for these niches, you build the vertical AI SaaS, the full operating system from ground up to the top. You have the opportunity to become the main operating system that automates everything end to end for the entire niche with pre-integrated and niche-specific AI automations. Now, these can be like standard automations, or this can be in code, whatever works. And how you do this is very simple, right? So step 1, we want to start with the high ROI function. You want to hit them with the highest ROI automation first. And for service businesses, this is usually sales. So we're talking things like voice agents for automated booking and intake, and speed to lead automations. All that jazz just makes it quicker to get customers in the door. And this provides fast value and increased revenue like way fucking faster. And we've got step 2, where you just want to like conquer operations, right? You want to Genghis Khan this shit, automating the service professionals admin, their service delivery, their documentation, their client management and invoice, all the boring shit that everybody hates doing in their business, right? You want to save them a lot of time. If you think Vetneo, they actually automate admin for vets. And in step 3, you want to become this vertical OS, right? You want to integrate everything, payments, CRM, and you want to have like pre-built AI automations for marketing and sales. If you look at Nautilus, they did this for car washes. Barty did this for eye care clinics. You want to become the indispensable core of that business. When we get to building this, right, there's a lot of it in it, but a lot of it is like learning, building, and productizing. So you don't need huge VC connections or massive capital abilities. AI democratizes product building, right? Chances are, if you're not even non-technical, but you're involved in the service business, you already have everything you need to start going. You just need the right technical partner. So what you want to do then is start custom, right? We want to start by building custom solutions, whether that's for early clients or for yourself, and you can get paid for this, or you can get the value of like improving your time and efficiency in your business. If you're not the service business, you can learn as the industry. If you are, you already have that context, and you identify the highest single ROI automation. You build it in code and automation, whatever it is, and you learn about the industry and what to build. And again, if you already have this experience as a service business owner, you're winning. Then you want to productize this. So once you've delivered this IRI automation to one person, you can resell that same solution to other businesses. This gives you the customer feedback you need to build really good software because you know what works and what people actually value. Then you get paid when building that product. And then you can go next, which is like, okay, now we're getting the big dog. We're going to build the big software product that's actually going to go in here. But first, what we want to do is we want to build the MVP. So once you have that data and you validate the use case, and then we can go to building the MVP. Now, if you're an engineer, you can code this. You can use Cursor, Cloud Code to get going really fast, or you can use Lovable if you're non-technical. Whatever works. But unlike traditional SaaS, this is not a 5 to 10 year roadmap. You can now iterate a lot faster and the feedback loop is much more fast. You can get an MVP done in months, sometimes even weeks. You can get that feedback very fast and you can iterate and build that product brick by brick by brick, super scalably. Now, the thing is, if you're sitting on a service business right now and you as a service business owner, you can already identify the repetitive tasks that are probably killing your capacity. And then you can like just quantify how vertical SaaS could increase your capacity without linear costs just going fucking sky high. And the thing is, if you're a technologist, you can identify these service business owners and try to work with them to build a product together that both of you can like come in and really bring innovation into the industry that you're targeting, to this niche specifically. To recap on this, the winners in AI are the ones who jump onto that opportunity right now. So if you ever thought about building a SaaS, this is the time. There's like no better time right now. And if you want more help building your own vertical SaaS, you don't know where to start, look, the link is in the description. I help people with this all the time. Please book a strategy session with me. I'll show you the exact roadmap and resources you need to get started and get your first clients. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it.